Hi friends, it's Liz here. Thanks so much for joining me today at Liz the Paper Project. I have a project that I actually want to share with you, and I've been working on this for a little bit when I have, a little time here and there. But I'm really loving this little, I guess I'm going to call it a desk set, okay? And it includes a lot of my favorite pieces. I've been doing a lot of coffee staining, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to show you what I've made. I did share this on Instagram, just like a little peek of what I'm working on. Yeah. So let me get started. And as always, questions, comments, you can leave them in the description box below. So I really, I have made these before a long time ago. And there's always different ways that you can make these little desk sets, but this one I'm so in love with, I think because of the size. So I'm just pulling out my ruler so I can show you the size afterwards. But let me get started on what I've done here. So in this set that I'm going to show you, I've included a few pieces, and I'm just going to pull them out as I show you, and then you can see the full set. So the first thing I'm including in this is that little booklet we made a little while back. I have a video showing you how we made these, and the reason I loved it is because of the vintage envelope that I had to work with. Okay, so I'll include one of those there, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it below so you know kind of what's in it. But I just love the size of this little mini booklet, because you can always include this in a journal, send it in Happy Mail with little goodies, that sort of thing. I have like a little coffee stained doily. It's lightly coffee stained because I'm not sure, when you get this, if whoever gets this, I should say, how much of the coffee, scent you're going to enjoy, but I love it. So anyways, so most of the images that you see, the printables, are from either Digital Collage Club or they're from my own collection, and I will link those below if you have not checked out my shop. Okay, so let's go with this one here. I've been making a lot of handmade ephemera as well, and if you saw my last video, I kind of showed you how I'm making, I guess they're called, oh my gosh, I always forget the name. They're the boards where you collage things on them, and then you can reuse and repurpose them for other things. So this is where this came from. So of course, my handmade items that will be included will also be unique because, they've been made out of these boards and then cut up and things have been added to them. So for example, for this one, this is vintage wallpaper, and I do have some sets in the shop, which I will link below. Thank you so much, those of you that have been purchasing the sets that I have there. I'm just going to list them as I put them together because I don't know how many more I have left. But anyways, this image, I absolutely love this wallpaper. And so I had a little piece left and I wanted to include it, and it's got some Tim Holtz on top, and so you get that. It's like a tag that's been collaged. It includes one of these little pockets that I recently shared with you, a video on how to make it as well. And then it's these ones if you haven't seen it. Okay, so it includes one of those as well, because the way I'm thinking of this is you can add this to your own journal or keep it as inspiration to make more for your journals or your crafty projects, etc. Okay, so the next thing here, this one actually is just, I left it open, and it's just one of those little coin envelopes, and I made this with the Tim Holtz, the die set. If you haven't seen it, I'm actually just quickly going to show you what it is. So it's this one here. It's one of the most recent ones that Sizzix has put out. So I made a few little coin envelopes with that, and I just wanted to show you what it was, just because I know I'll be asked. I will link, the set in the description box below if you're interested in checking it out. I'll have that linked below as well. The next piece is just an ephemera piece that you can cut up and use in your projects. And then this is a coffee stained envelope, and I actually didn't put, so it will include a handmade journaling card, or you could use that as a pocket. And then let me show you what it will look like, because I did want to show you that and I forgot to put it in. So it will be something similar to this one. Okay, and again, this is something that I've made with, you know, the collage sheets that I had and added some lovely goodies to it. So it will include something similar to that in here, but I forgot to put it in. And look at the lovely staining. And so I left this one just for the person that gets it to use as they wish. Okay, so you see here, this one is a large pocket on the front. Okay, so it's a nice large pocket. And the collage and little pieces all over it are either ephemera that I've put together from Digital Collage Club, Tim Holtz. And then this is one of those little faux envelopes, which I believe it was Paula Lemon that kind of started this a long time ago. I haven't seen Paula Lemon in a while. So anyways, this is what I included there. And then this is like a vintage crocheted little doily thing. So I thought, now you could certainly pull it off and use it in something else if you wanted to, but I really loved how that looks. All right, so the next piece, this is like a secret journaling pocket. Okay, so let me show you what it's supposed to look like. So this is how you're supposed to, well, my vision of how you use it, but there's many different ways you could do it. So I did put it on cardstock. You could attach it to a page, and then you've got a secret pocket. Okay, so you've got like a little secret pocket on the top. Depending how you attach it, you could certainly add things to the side of it. And also, instead of a pocket, like an attachment to a journal page, it could also become a tag if you just wanted to. Let me see what I have here. If you wanted to put ribbon on it or put your, you know, so that's the reason I didn't do anything else to it, because it depends on what you want to use it for. And this is one of my ideas journal. I have shown you how to make many of the projects in here, so I will link those videos below, or that playlist, if you're interested in checking that out. Okay, so I just wanted to share that there. Hope this doesn't come tumbling down on me. Give me a moment. Okay, so the next piece that I wanted to show you is this faux envelope. It is really. So what I've done is I've coffee stained, distressed, and everything this page, and it is from one of my printables. I've added coffee stained doily to it, and on this side you can see there's also a bit of the coffee stained doily, a faux stamp, and just sort of like another kind of layer, because I wanted to layer this up. And you could certainly open it up and use it, you know, in a different way. So I didn't want to seal the envelope in case you wanted to maybe attach it to a journal page, or, you know, there's so much you could do with this. You could, you know, cut it up and use it in different ways, of course. But you could certainly close it and make an envelope. Okay, so there's that other piece. And then this other bit here. Now you've seen me also make this. I have a video showing you how we made this one. I loved this project because I repurposed those envelopes that I found that have that lovely print inside, and I wanted to repurpose them. So I explain everything in the video. I will link that below if you wanted to see how we made this one, or well, not this specific one, but these ones. And this one has a pocket on the back, pocket here, and similar to what I mentioned, using them in a journal, you can certainly put this inside your journal page and, you know, attach it if you wanted to make something that flips out, or it could be a floating pocket in there, you know, or on its own. And then this part here, I'm so, I love this. If you love the crunch, you'll love this. So what I was doing is I was making these bags, okay? And as I was making them, I was going to include them in here, but then I thought, well, not everybody needs another bag, right? So what I did, I left it open, but I did fold it in a bag shape. So if you wanted to make your bag, I do have videos showing you how I make these types of bags. I made these like years ago. I will link those videos below. But the idea was, it's coffee stained, it's been stamped, distressed. You could certainly, again, use this in a journal, like as a journal page. If you were to attach maybe this to your, you know, your journal, then you would have this sort of as a as a page that could flip out. Or you could just cut this up and use it in your projects. Or you could just crunch it whenever you feel like it. So anyways, that's also included. And now you can take a look at the pocket. It's a nice large pocket here, and then equally the nice large pocket that I showed you in the front. This folds down if you wanted to make this into like an envelope. And of course, if you stick, I'm just gonna grab something that, if you put something in it, that could hold it closed if you wanted to have it closed. But, you know, I like it open because you get to sort of see there. But then here's the back of it. And now for these pieces here, I'm not really sure what they're called, but I just love the texture and the design on them. So I added a little bit to the front, of course, and then a little bit to the back. Because, again, if it's on your desk, you're not really going to see the back as much, but I did want to also embellish that. And then here we have a pocket. Okay, so we've got a nice pocket here. You can add more things to that. This is from my vintage Polaroid set. I will also link that below. I've just kind of done a distressing look to the back. And then this is a tag that I had that I added, like, you know, you could journal in here and attach a little ribbon to it. And then this also flips up for an additional pocket as like an envelope there. So I just thought I would add different areas and places where you could add ephemera if you wanted to sort of, you know, have maybe the project you'll be working on sitting on your desk with all your pieces that you've already selected. And, you know, it would look so lovely to have, you know, to have everything set up. You could certainly gift this to somebody if you wanted to. But the majority of pieces, of course, I have handmade myself. And I will include some surprises, of course, you know, to whoever purchases this. So it will be listed in my shop when this video goes up. If you have questions or comments, please leave them below. Check the shipping details as well, because I've updated that for everyone. And yeah, thank you for joining me. I will see you very soon. And thanks so much for stopping by.